Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Here we are on a journey to discover Islam in Trinidad and Tobago, a place where religious practices are as diverse as its people. When I think of Trinidad, the first word that comes to my mind is beauty. I mean, everything here is beautiful. The hills, the sky, the rivers, the places of worship. There are over 100 mosques in Trinidad and Tobago, each unique in architectural style, size, and color. These mosques not only provide places for daily prayers, they also host educational programs, social events, and charitable activities. It's heartwarming to see how well equipped and well maintained these mosques are. Beautiful places of ibadah where you find true sakina. Islam has a notable presence in Trinidad and Tobago. It was first practiced by the West African slaves, particularly of the Mandingo tribe. They, however, through the brutal injustice of slavery, were forced to convert to Christianity. Islam was then reintroduced by the indentured laborers from India during the 19th century. Today, the Muslims of Trinidad come from all backgrounds and make up close to 10% of the population, and Allah knows best. One thing that unites all Trinbagonians, regardless of ethnicity or religion, is food. The country boasts delicious tropical fruits, vegetables, spices, and fish, making it a top destination for food lovers. Don't come to Trinidad on a diet. There's always an excuse to stop and grab something to eat or drink. And the cherry on the cake is that halal food is available everywhere. I am not a nationalist, but I have to confess, me travel the world and Trini food are the best. So much taste, so much finesse, put the competition to rest. Yes, recognize me man them with a goatee. Me can't get enough of me goat roti. Early and hot, late and dark, me can't get enough of me bacon shack. Favorite drinks, peanut punch and simos. Nothing compares to the Trini fish broth. Pilau sahina alu pie gyro. Pulori with tamarind chutney mango. You get the point, and you know me. I love to rhyme. And while I'm at it, free Palestine. Free Gaza. Free Palestine. Written on the walls of Port of Spain brings joy to my heart. The militancy of Caribbean people is known. But I didn't know there was such a strong Islamic presence. Here we are at Dinul Haq Avenue, which literally means the avenue of the religion of truth. Like everywhere else in the world, the Muslim population in Trinidad is also growing through Dawah, the invitation to Islam. In this age of chaos, and with the fulfillment of prophecy, more and more people are drawn to the faith, walillah alhamd. Here we are in the busy center of Port of Spain, where the Caribbean Dawah Association operates a Dawah stand. They educate people about Islam and distribute free leaflets and copies of the Quran. We are fortunate to witness a brother taking his shahada.
Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Welcome to Islam, my brother.
Me only worship the ever living.
I think Trinidad is a Muslim-friendly country. It can vary depending on who you meet, but generally most Muslims will have a good experience. Growing up in a multicultural society, you have that respect amongst different religions. From time to time you would get some comments from different persons, but overall the experience is good. I think Trinidad is a very good place to practice your deen. We have all the avenues in place for you as a Muslim to practice your deen. It's really up to the individual to set his goals and his mind right to say, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that. There are a lot of distractions. There are a lot of distractions growing up, especially for the younger persons. But the facilities are there in place for youths to practice their deen.
So far, we've painted a pretty picture of the Muslim experience in Trinidad. But there's another side to the coin. Some Muslims have been involved in controversial events. The first is the 1990 coup, orchestrated by Jamaat al-Muslimin, whom I've met and interviewed. Make sure you subscribe to my channel to get notified when the video is out. Another issue is the gang problem affecting all segments of Trinidadian society, including some Muslim youths. Here, in this rural area, is a revert brother who left the city to avoid being caught up in the gang thing. He's going to share with us the challenges that the Gettho youths face.
Everybody good, man. Trinidad is a country where, you know, it's multiracial, where to say it has Spanish, it have Caucasian people, it have Indian mixed people with Carib, Arawak tribes mixed up. I mix up myself, you know. My mother is Spanish, mixed with Chinese, mixed with Red Creole, all kind of things. So, yeah, man. But everybody, as I mean, you could be a Muslim in this country and somebody from another religion will help you. So it have love. It have the love. I see any part of Trinidad, I see Muslims helping non-Muslims with zakat, you know, groceries, clothing, you know, new things, you know, money, anything, you know, help them pay rent. These are things I see, you know, help them send the children to school. It have the Muslim Association in Trinidad and Tobago, which helps people build houses. You do have a house, you know, so alhamdulillah for these people, Allah knows best.
You're telling me that some of the youths, just like any other religion, we got some youths who are attracted to the Western lifestyle and the gangster lifestyle and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
How difficult is it to get out of this lifestyle when you live in certain areas?
Well, to be honest, as according to where you're living in the country, because it are some places in this country, you can't really go certain places due to your Islamic background. You know? Yeah, so it will be very difficult. So it have a lot of brothers in the country who they still God fearing, they still pray, they still go to the mosque, they pray 5 times a day, but they have to live on a high alert because it have people out for people. So they just being safe, you know, they're not forgetting the deen or anything. So some people might say, you know, them Muslims and them, they on gangster thing, but there's nothing like that. It's just a survival code.
What advice would you give to the youth, and especially the Muslim youth?
The advice I will give to them is stay focused in this dunya. Try and get to know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala more. Understand your purpose, right? Read a lot of Quran, because they say when you open the Quran, the angels come. They gather. So, I mean, we are not perfect, but, you know, try and stay out of the bad places, from around negative energy, from, you know, just, and have a goal. Have something that you know, from since you're small, you set it out to do, like you wanted to be a policeman, a fire officer, whatever, a journalist. And that is my advice for the youth. Just stay focused, stay steadfast in prayer, and Allah will do the rest.
Muslims in Trinidad never shy away from tackling issues like poverty and gang violence. Here we are in an impoverished squatting area where Sheikh Jamil, a Medina University graduate, is building a masjid and community center in the middle of the ghetto.
a lot of problems come out of these areas. So what we are trying to do, what we're supposed to do as Muslims, is to solve these problems, help and assist the people. Well, this community, you'll find that there are Muslims in it, but the majority are non-Muslims, right? But within the community, you'll find that a lot they have interest in Islam. Because we had a food drive here, it was a few months ago, right? And a lot of people, they keep asking questions, when are we going to start the masjid? When are we going to function here? These are the questions they're asking right now. And the answer I can give them is to have patience, right? Because I explained to the people that our aim, our goal is not only a masjid and we're praying 5 times a day. It's also, our goal is also to educate the people around and target the young ones. Because by targeting the young ones, you find that a lot of problems happening around is by neglecting the young ones. Because they have idle time. And what we are trying to do is assist them and guide them upon that path. That's our main goal in this area. That stigma we have is that majority of impoverished areas, you always find that it's drugs, it's killing, it's kidnapping. These are the things. Because when we came here, you know what people are mentioning? You all are going to a place where there's stealing, there's murders, there's whatever. And they laid it out. We decided, irrespective of what people might say or think, we have a duty. And, you know, and for the sake of mankind and the sake of children as a whole, we are taking that initiative.
Helping the vulnerable is fundamental in Islam. In an authentic hadith, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Free the captives, feed the hungry, and visit the sick." Here we are at the homeless shelter run by the Caribbean Dawah Association in San Fernando. Every Thursday, they have a soup kitchen that feeds between 200 and 300 people.
We have what they call a soup kitchen. We have volunteers come to the shelter on a Thursday. We cook for the residents of the shelter, and we also cook for the environs outside, like the people in the area and the locality, and plus we share for the people on the streets also. We cook, you know, we cook for about 200 people, 300 people. Yeah. For the while, until we need, you know, we need to cook some more, you know, to expand. Right? We're looking forward for expansion, you know.
During my stay in Trinidad, I observed the active Muslim community and witnessed their positive contributions to society. From food distribution to shelters for the homeless, their involvement in community service is truly commendable. I thank Allah Azza wa Jal for giving me the opportunity to return to my country as a Muslim, to see Trinidad through different lenses, and to form bonds with my brothers in the deen. As the saying goes, he who does not thank the people does not thank their Lord. After Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I am grateful to Muslims in need, MUBASHIRUN, and the Caribbean Dawah Association for making this trip possible. Make sure you check them out and contribute if you can. May Allah bless you all.